Hi everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome to another Minecraft video on the Frilioth server. Okay, so we're in the mansion again today. Hopefully you're not getting bored of this because I'm loving it. And hopefully today we're going to be able to get the animal farms working, which we started in the last episode. So I'm over here with the chickens and hopefully they've got a few eggs for me. So we'll grab those and head off over to the back. Now I've also had an idea in the design of this thing. Initially we were going to have all of the babies going up up onto the sorting area over the back, and I thought, wouldn't it be great if you could actually see them going up there? I think it's a great idea, and because I don't need this many chests, I'll never fill these chests. I've decided that if we get rid of these chests, these trapped ones here, we can actually have that going up through there. So we'll be able to feed the animals and then see the little babies going up to the top floor. Brilliant idea, Frills. Yeah, thought so. So let me lob these eggs in there. So far, I've got one chicken in there. I got another chicken the other day, but unfortunately, as I threw the egg in, it glitched into the wall. Wow, this is going to take longer than I thought. 12 eggs, not a single chicken. Alright, let's get some piggies sorted out. It is going to get quicker, obviously. The more babies that are in there, the quicker it's going to get. These are starting to build up really quickly now, actually. Won't be long before I've got enough sheep and pigs. Oh no. And maybe my sheep have already maxed out. I suppose I could try and get underneath and then F3 and have a look, but maybe we'll keep going. So okay, so what I'm going to do then, I'll move that. I'm also going to use light grey stained glass because although I like clear, I think the light grey stained glass is going to make a better... it won't have the lines in it. You'll know what I mean when I've done it. So I'm going to grab some light grey stained glass and build that up through there. I think that's going to look much better. So now when you've fed the animals, feed, they're going to go... they're going to fall down the back like they were before, but instead of going up in the corner there, they're just going to whiz round the corner and they're going to go up through there. So we are going to be able to see them go up to the next floor. So yeah, I think that's going to look much better. So that's that done. What I want to do now then is to start working on the butchery area, which is going to start here. It's not going to be very big, but what it is going to need is it's going to need some hoppers underneath the floor. So when the Vindicator kills the animals, the drops are going to fall into a hopper. But that there's given me an idea. I want the drops to go up one of those clear item elevators in the corner. So if the drops fall on this side, they're going to go up this elevator. And if they fall on this side, they're going to go up this elevator. So I'm going to stick in some hoppers and the dropper here. And then we'll have a look what it looks like. Okay, so I've got the basic redstone mechanism in now. We've got the droppers for the item elevators that go up the back on both sides. There's a little clock feeding back into the dropper. So every time something goes in it, it's going to get shot out and it's going to go up through. Let me put some glass on top of there so I know where it is. Don't want to be getting this wrong. Where's my glass gone? There it is. Can't see it. I can never see my glass. Got it too light. The grey's too light. So it's going to go up through there. And there. Oh man. So that's that. Then I need to put some hoppers like that. So now we've got 5 going into that one and 5 going into that one. Perfect. Now I need to worry about... Oh, I need to put a furnace in, don't I? So if I grab that. Where's my furnace? There's my furnace. I'm going to be having the furnace there. So anything that's... As soon as the Vindicator kills something, the drops are going to go up this item elevator into a chain of hoppers. That's got to run into some kind of sorting system. I'm going to have the sorting system over there. And if it's cookable, it's going to bring it back and put it into the furnace. If it's non-cookable, it's going to go over there and just throw it into the chest. So that includes all of the feathers, the leather, the wool, all of the wool from the sheep. That can all go into there. And eggs, if there are any. If a chicken happens to fall down there and lay an egg before Johnny the Vindicator gets to it, then that's going to go over there as well. And then the food is going to go, as I say, it's going to be sorted in a sorter over there and then come back into the furnace. So I need to start working on a sorter for the 4 different kinds of food. So I'll crack on and do that over here, I think. Okay, now that's fitted in there really nicely, actually. I'm really pleased with how that's fitted in there. So we've got the input to the furnace going into there. Then we've got the line of hoppers underneath, which are the output hoppers. And they're the output ones. They're fed by this filter. Now in here, in these, the middle hoppers, that's where we're going to be putting the items that we want to filter. Anything that's not being filtered is going to go straight across these hoppers and it's going to go into those chests over there. So if I put one of those in there and then fill that up to about 15, and then I can put my chicken in that one. Actually, I'm going to have to put chicken in all of them to start with. So that there, and there, we use those 2. Oh, it's not cooked chicken, is it? It's raw chicken. I need raw chicken in there, not cooked chicken. Oh, actually, that's not too bad because I can just kill an animal now, can't I? Excellent. So my filters are 3/4 of the way done. I just need some animal meat in there now. Brilliant. Okay, it started to get really tight over the back there. You wouldn't believe it, would you? The size of these rooms. I mean, look at the size of that room. You'd think you'd be able to get everything in there. Well, you can't. It's starting to get really claustrophobic at the back. So I'll try and talk you through it as I'm going, because in a very short space of time, I'm not going to be able to get back here at all. So anyway, from the front, this is where we know all about that, the sorting system, the cooked food, sorry, the raw food into the furnace. The furnace then spits it out into that line of hoppers there that go into that dropper, which will eventually take it over to those chests. Anything else will go through the top and round to those chests. As far as the animals are concerned, they're going to come in through the ceiling here, somewhere in the middle maybe, and they're going to fall down onto this block here, and then via a water chute they're either going to go that way or that way, and they're going to fall down into the Vindicator. Let's see if we can get over the back. I'm also going to need to be able to put fuel into the furnace. At the moment it's all the way back there. I think I'm probably going to do that via a chest that's going to go on the floor here. I want to keep it symmetrical, and really the only place for it to go is it's going to be in the floor, maybe. So anyway, it'll go in the floor, and then via a chain of hoppers underneath all of these hoppers. It's going to have to go down quite a way. It's going to go into Let's make its way into that column of droppers there. And then in that column of droppers, it's going to go into a chest. I'm going to have to move that, aren't I? Hopefully that won't cause me a problem. I'm going to have to put a... going to have to put a stair or something over there. Hopefully that won't cause me a problem when it comes to the item elevator. Or glass. Glass, even better. Just use glass. Frills. Brilliant idea. The reason for that, that's going to be the chest that feeds the fuel into the furnace. Now, while I was doing this, I was thinking that I could have it just shooting straight up into the furnace. But if that happens, if I put a load of fuel in the front and it makes its way to the back and the furnace is full and then the hopper is full, anything else is going to stay in the dropper, and that's just going to back everything up. So I think I'm going to be better off having it going into a chest. So that's what that is. I've also put a load of glass over the top of these hoppers to stop random items falling into them, because I'm worried that things are going to pop out everywhere. Because I've not done a full test on this yet, I'm worried that if something comes up that item elevator there and pops out, it comes up there, doesn't it? If it pops out prior to it going into there, then it could finish up anywhere. So it's going to be a case of me filling in gaps as I go along. So I just wanted to show you that, you know, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get over the back to show you anymore. So anyway, what I want to show you now is the mechanism I've come up with that's going to sort out the baby animals. Because I think it is pretty fantastic. I need to get rid of a load of stuff though. Let's just throw a load of this away. What I am going to need are some droppers and hoppers. So, as you know, you can't have a baby animal. You can't have a baby animal with Johnny, because A, Johnny's going to kill him, and B, it's not going to give you any drops anyway. So we need a mechanism to be able to stop that from happening. And I'm going to use something that is... It's been around for a while. It's called an ABBA switch. There. It's called an ABBA switch because of the ABBA. Let me just... I'll knock this up and then I'll explain what I mean by going through it one at a time. Okay, so the baby animals are going to fall in through the top. They're gonna come up in the corner. Just imagine they're gonna come up over there. They're gonna come down a water elevator, and they're gonna come over here and fall into there, into that 2x1 gap. And when they're grown up, they're going to fall straight through the middle where that sticky piston is. But before they can do that, we need to sort them out so that the baby animals get shoved over to one side and the grown-ups fall down. And we do that using the ABBA switch. And how that works is, first of all, this piston activates and it's going to push all of the baby animals over to that side. And the adult animals as well, for that matter. But the reason that the adults can't go over is because of that block there. That glass block is going to stop adults from going over, so they'll sort of partially glitch into this piston. And because it's glass, they're not going to suffocate. So that's the A part of the switch. So that there, the A, pushes the animals over to that side. The B part of the switch is here. That's going to retract. So now all the baby animals are there, all safe. All the adult animals that have sort of glitched into the piston are now going to fall out. And they'll go down into the to meet Johnny. Then the B part of the system needs to activate again, pushing that block back out again, so it gives the baby something to stand on. And then the A part of the switch activates, pulling the baby animals back again. So it needs to work that first, then that sticky piston, then that sticky piston, then that piston. And that's why it's called an ABBA switch. A, B, B, A. If you just had a normal switch on there, it would go A, B, A, B, which wouldn't be any good. Which is why I need an ABBA switch. So now you understand. I'm sure you're experts on it now. Now you understand how it works. I'm just going to knock up the mechanism and show you how it works properly. So I'll activate it. Hopefully you'll be able to see. I'll try and slow it down in post just so you can see it. But this one's going to fire. That's going to retract. That's going to extend. That's going to retract. That's the ABBA. And then you've got the final part of the switch. Just forces that piston out and back in again. So hopefully... Brilliant. And it works an absolute charm. See if I can get over here and show you. I'm dead pleased with it. I'm trying to show it off because I'm really pleased with it. Really pleased with myself. So we're going to have that upstairs, and the baby animals are going to go up there. This works for sheep and cows. If we want it to work for pigs and chickens, it's easy enough to sort out. We just replace this with a sticky piston. Come on, Phils, come on, what are you doing? Invisible glass again. Sticky piston with a slab on top of it like that. And that way the baby chickens and baby pigs, the little piglets, will go under there, and the adults will get pushed along by the slab, and because it's a slab they won't suffocate while they're in there. So we'll have one of those on one side, we'll have the other one on the other side. That will be the animal sorter, and that will be on the next floor up, and that's my job now. Okay, so I've just been looking at the time, and I've realised that we're 20 odd minutes into this episode again, and I've got loads to do, and I was really conscious about the time because I really wanted to get this finished and working by the end of this episode. So hopefully you won't be too disappointed, but I've gone ahead and done quite a lot of building. And when I say quite a lot, I mean pretty much most of it. I've finished this room. That's to drop from the top where the babies are going to fall down, and then fall either side of Johnny when he's in there. I've put the ice in for the baby elevator, so we'll go up there and we'll break that now. I've also finished off out the back here with the item elevator for the cooked food. So the cooked food comes through to there, and via that little redstone clock is going to force everything up into all the cooked food up into these hoppers, into these chests. So that's this side sorted out. I've also maxed out now on cows. I've got at least 24 in there. There's some babies in there still, so I might lose a few in a second. I've certainly maxed out on all of my sheep, and I've maxed out on my pigs, but I need to do a bit of work down there. So that's why I've left it all open like that. And also I've not done anything with my chickens yet. So I'll go and grab the eggs out of here, because I'm bound to... Oh, come on, get down. Bound to have a few. Yeah, got quite a few. Managed to get myself some pork because, as I say, I'm maxed out on my pigs, and do they all look like they're grown up now? They do, don't they? They do, actually. That's brilliant. We can do that while we're down here then. Maxed out on my pigs. A few died. I got a bit of pork. That went up into the filter. I need to move that glass and replace it with a slab. Put a block there. Put a standard piston there. Put a slab, or whichever block you want to replace it with, there. So now when I power that, it's going to push that bit of glass out of the way and replace it with the slab. So fingers crossed this is going to work. Can't see any reason why it won't. Am I going to break anything? No. No. Brilliant. So I've got my slab in there, and my glass has been pushed out of the way. Perfect. Okie dokie. So that's the gist of it. You've got the gist of it. I'll just do the last one because you don't need to see me do all three of them. And then we've got the pigs sorted out. Can I get that lever? Then we've got the pigs sorted out, and then I'll just run upstairs and I'll show you what I've done upstairs, where most of the big stuff's happened. So let me just finish the pigs. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the pigs are done. Pigs are done and ready to go. Don't want to do it yet. I'm not going to do it yet. Just need to do a similar thing on this side now with the cows and the sheep. So we just need to replace that glass now. Can you see any babies in there? Okay. In theory then, if I break this, they're not going to come flying out. If they come flying out, you're going to hear a grown man cry. So far so good. Now I need to, because I can't put fence gates directly above thin air. You can in 1.13, but in 1.12 you can't. I'm hoping I can put them next to... Yes, I can. Brilliant. Put them down there and open them. Open now. Yeah. Open them. Water in there. Okie dokie. Right, I need to put the water back down here. Okay. So we've done that. Now that's this side ready. So let's run upstairs and I'll show you what I've been doing, because the majority of the work has been done up here. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a lag spike when these pistons go. That's a problem. So the babies come up here, they go down the chute, they fall into here, and then we've got a timer. I'm using an etho hopper timer kind of thing, but I didn't want it to be using pistons. So I've made my own out of a... Can I see it down here? So there's a couple of hoppers pointing into each other there with, I don't know, 64 items in it. When they all empty this, when they all empty one side, so they'll drain out of one side, they'll drain into the other. When this one's completely full, obviously it means that one's empty. When that's empty, it unpowers that comparator, which powers that torch for a second, which fires one item that's in here over to the other side, which then locks this hopper, causing everything to flow back again. And then when that happens, this one fires, firing the item that's in there back over the other side, and it's a continual cycle. And when that particular torch fires, we might see it. In fact, we are going to see it, because I'm going to show you. So when it fires, it goes through this pulse extender like that, which puts an extended pulse through that mechanism there, the ABBA deluxe switch there that I showed you downstairs, and that's what forces the babies to, when they've grown up, to fall down into Johnny the Vindicator. Right, that's it. Any questions, ask them in the comments and I will be happy to try and explain this in more detail. What I want to do now, the final thing to do, is to get a Vindicator. And I'm conscious I'm rushing, I'm conscious I'm running out of time, but I want a Vindicator in here. I need to block all this off, don't I? How many have I got left? 7. Because I really want to show you this working. And then we'll grab some food, and hopefully we'll get some animals. Right, I'm going to rush into the nether. Have I got my cart? I've got my cart. I've got my that. So it's going to come through into here. And obviously I've got to go through here, so hopefully I can put this block down prior to me going in. Yeah. So now he can't get out. Put that there like that. Okie dokie. Now hopefully this is going to pick one up straight away. If it doesn't, well, if it doesn't, I'll just have to come back for one, won't I? And it does. There he goes. Right, I've got to go through this one now, and, you know, be miles away from everywhere. Right, I could do with him not going back through again. Fabulous, we're almost cooking on gas. Okay, you can get out that hole whenever you want, my old China plate. Yes. Don't have a red carpet. I can't believe I don't have a red carpet. Right, so that's that done. I think. Oh, that might have gone straight over into where it has. That's fantastic. First test, job done. We need to get some fuel into the furnace. Ah, oh, fantastic. There it goes. I've got my name tag. Let me go and name Johnny. Thanks for sticking with me, by the way, everybody. I know this is running a little bit longer than usual. It's going to be well worth it, though, I hope. I hope. So we need to name you. There he is, Johnny the Vindicator. Put that back there again. Right, water there. Pick out. This has to be source blocks as well. I think I've mentioned this to you. If you don't use source blocks, poor little animals are going to die. Okay, I've done a lot of snagging, and it's the following day, and I've spent several hours. It seems like several hours, just getting all of the animals to fall down. They were sort of falling down. They were getting stuck, or they were fighting each other at the top and not falling down the holes. Anyway, I've done a lot of testing, and I think I've finally got it working, and I owe it to you guys to show you this thing working. So I'm just going to feed all of my sheep and my cows and my pigs. I still haven't sorted out my chickens yet, although I'm sure there are loads of eggs behind the back of there. So I'm just going to feed the animals. We'll watch them go up there, and then I'll fast forward to when they're all coming down, and hopefully Johnny's going to have a field day. Piggy's done. See, my sheep have gone up there. My cows are probably already at the top. And there go the pigs. So far, so good. Alright, I'll show you upstairs as well. It's slightly changed since the last time you saw it. As I say, I've had to do a little bit of work up here because all of the animals were bunching when they were trying to fall down a 1 by 1 hole. They were just fighting against each other, so I've had to extend it over the back, and now they fall down into a bigger trough, and the hitboxes force them off the edge, and hopefully this is going to work fine. Oh, look at that little sheepy. And they'll happily sit up there now until such time as they grow up, and they'll fall down there. So I'm going to stand here, and the next time when I bring you back, hopefully we'll see them falling down. Look at that. That's brilliant. We'll see them falling down into the water, and then we'll run downstairs and see Johnny at work. There you go. So some of them are already off and running. Let's run downstairs, see Johnny. He's already hard at work. Fantastic. So much easier than doing it yourself. Brilliant. And hopefully the furnace will kick on in a second. Come on. Have I got something in the furnace that shouldn't be in there? No, I've got no sticks in there. I'll put some sticks in a second. I don't think I've got any sticks on me. Put some logs in. Why the devil not? So anyway, that's all I've got time for today, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frilioth in my new butchery department. And I'm out of here.